What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, it is Friday, January 9th, and we still don't actually have the second beta of iOS 26.3. We have now been running iOS 26.3 beta 1, which was an e-build for a number of weeks now, and this was one of the main reasons why we said you probably would want to hold off during the holidays to get this first beta, simply because we knew Apple historically does allow for their employees to have off for the holidays, but there was somewhat of an anticipation and an assumption that by last Monday, the 5th, so beginning of this week, we would have received that second beta. That obviously did not come to pass, but we did receive one change, and that was actually going to be in a different location under privacy and security for what Apple is calling the background security improvements. Apple did drop two of these betas while we were at CES, and that was purely a test. It didn't include any new features, it didn't include any different changes. So this left a lot of people under the anticipation that, well, maybe at any day we will receive that second beta. That did not happen, clearly. Now, I will say, and I want to bring this out, now that we've been using iOS 26.3 beta 1 for a number of weeks, it has been very solid. I haven't had very many issues. Springboard actually crashed on me twice in these 3 weeks or so that we've been using this. But aside from that, as far as Geekbench scores go and everything, we have actually had not a single issue or hiccup, and the actual benchmark scores maintained what we had in iOS 26.2 RC and the public release there. So I'm not sure if the lack of issues here, including battery life, is a reason for this slower deployment, but I also have a second theory here, and that is simply, if you recall historically, betas for iOS system updates and the .3 releases are a lot less than what we get for betas with the 0.1 and 0.2 releases. What I mean by this is we will not be getting 3 or 4 betas for this, especially if Apple sticks to a timeline of releasing this by the end of January or the first week in February. We might only see 2 betas, possibly a third before an RC here. This is actually just because this beta does not have a lot of new features. It is purely background and security improvements in a .3 release. We did hear some new things that might be coming later in the year as far as what new emojis will be here, but we'll talk about that in another video. Make sure to thumbs up and subscribe to the channel in order to know when those go live. So all this to say, what you probably want to know is when we can anticipate getting beta 2 for iOS 26.3. Since it is already Friday, I don't anticipate seeing a Friday release here. I think we're going to wait until the 12th, which is just next Monday in a couple of days, and that is when we will get that second beta. And then I do think we will get a weekly release on the 19th and possibly the RC on the 26th for that final release at the beginning of February. If that does not come to pass, I truly don't know what Apple is doing behind the scenes here. We know there has been no real change to Liquid Glass, and as far as the overall OS as a whole goes, for US-based customers, there is just not a lot of new here. We do expect some other changes offshore in the EU and things of that nature, but as far as here, it is going to be a very minimal update. Now, having said that, again, we talked about the security improvements and all of those testings. That might change, and we might actually get a new patch here in the near future, but not currently. The last thing I do want to talk about here is the iPhone storage on this beta and how in 3 weeks it has changed the system data usage. And right off the bat, if you haven't followed the channel before, we always have been a heavy complainer about the actual total system data that iOS uses as a whole, and slowly but surely, as you can see, over these couple of weeks, it has now jumped back in size to basically 32 gigs just being used for system data. And then when you take into account iOS as a whole, you have 9.24 in Apple Intelligence and another 14.01 in iOS for a total size of 23 gigs here, plus another 32 gigs of system data. It is slowly creeping up, just like we complained about in our iPhone 16 Pro Max videos. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Hopefully this will right the ship in the near future with maybe another beta, but it is definitely slowly eating away at storage. Comment down below, guys. I'm only one person. This is my iPhone that I use on a daily basis. Let me know if this is excessive or how it's working for you guys. If you're seeing smaller numbers, we have been in the 20s recently. This is the first time I'm seeing it over 30 again, let alone 34.43 right now, as you see. That's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. We will catch you in the next one. Peace.